Jack, did anything feel different to start this game for you guys than maybe in the last couple games?
I think obviously it's the best we've come out, so we need to keep coming out in the first like that. We struggled last year in the first two, so just a simple thing of being, ready to go right off the hop. And even though we gave up the first goal, I think we came out pretty good in the first.
What is working so well with the ability on the power play? Is it a matter of how many skilled guys there are? What do you sort of see there?
Yeah, I think obviously the skill is there. More of just another year of playing together. We all know each other's reads now, and I think Greener's done a really good job of keeping us sharp and keeping us dialed in. And I don't think we're wasting too many power plays. We're pretty sharp right off the get-go, and that's something in the past we've it's taken us 2 or 3 power plays to get going, and even now our second unit they scored to kick us off, and then I think our first unit kind of took over there. So just I'd say being sharp and really good skilled players.
What can this team do to be a little more consistent defensively?
Yeah, that's work in progress. We're 4 games in. I don't think we're going to be to the best of our abilities just yet, but we're trying to get there as soon as we can. And I think more of it is just like guys like myself just dialing in. We got really good players, but we got to just commit to playing in the D zone. And that's something myself starting with me being like the player I am. That'll trickle down, and we got a lot of guys that play responsible in the D zone. But like I said, that'll be something we continue to get better at.
Obviously, he got benched last game, but you played with Meyer tonight. How did it feel playing alongside him? He got benched last game, Timo, but he played with you tonight. How'd that feel?
Yeah, if he's benched a lot, that means he's not playing very well. So we brought him in here to be a big part of our team, and tonight's the Timo Meyer. We hope to see him more nights than not. Played really, really strong, powerful skating. So I think it's more of something for him. He's just got to, not be more consistent, because he's been a great player in the league for a lot of years, but maybe just feel comfortable here. And he still hasn't been on our team too long, so I think we all understand and respect his game, and I think me and him and Toff did a good job tonight.
Jack, you have 10 points. Jesper Bratt has, I think, 8 points. Dougie Hamilton, 3 goals. Why is this team connected offensively so well in the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I think we're almost carrying on from last year. I think we were a pretty potent offensive team, and I think now it's more about just generating different ways. I think we've done a really good job off the rush and on the power play, and now it's how can we make things happen 5-on-5 in zone.
Can you take me through the game-winning goal, like what you were seeing, and how the offensive zone broke down there? You put it by yourself when it started.
Yeah, I think that play started like 25 seconds before. I think it was when Timo and Merce and Johnny did a really good job of controlling the puck, and they didn't really let the Islanders cross the red line, so they couldn't change. So I think they had tired guys with bad gaps, and obviously I came on the ice and I'm fresh legs, so just saw his feet turn and then took a shot.
How exciting is it to see Luke fit in this seamlessly this quickly?
Yeah, it's great. He's done a really good job so far, and I think for myself it was like as expected. I watch him work in the summers, and he had a really good end of last year, so it's hard coming in being a rookie defenseman, especially on a really good team. It's not like he's just walking in and given the minutes. He's got to earn it, so he's done a really good job, and I think from game 4 to 40 to 80 he'll be a much different player too.
Luke also mentioned the strong pre-scout on your power play there, penalty kill. Did you feel there was something you guys could take advantage of, or something working on your end?
Yes and no. Listen, it's the NHL. Like, their PK is going to have some good nights, and we're going to be off some nights. It's how it works. You're not going to be scoring 4 power play goals for 80 games. It's just not going to happen. But it's not always about like scoring. A lot of the time, it's just about momentum and creating good momentum for your team, and then you can kind of roll them over. So. I think we've done a good job the first couple games here, but yeah, we got to stay sharp and stay locked in on it.
Really, to start off this game from the previous game?
Yeah, I think it was just a fast start. I don't think we changed anything, just the mindset coming out fast and, having a good first period. I think everyone was pretty down just because, you go into the second, the last couple of games down a couple of goals, and, we didn't want to start that way tonight.
There was a ton of traffic in front of Sorokin on your shot there. What are you looking for in that instance? Because it really zeroed right in there without any deflection.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I had the lane by the first guy, so that's kind of the cue, and it's a great screen by Pally and Toff, and that's basically it. Just went through.
Scoring that goal, does it feel like a little bit of a weight lifted? Like you can play a little looser now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I think I've really liked the way I played the last 4 games. And obviously the points really haven't come, but as long as the team's doing well and we just build game after game, I think I feel more comfortable every game. So.
What was working on that power play? You guys have 4 goals just in general.
Yeah, I think we got so many skilled players on the ice that you can kind of put anyone out there. I think Dougie obviously has that big shot, and that kind of kicked us off. And then I think it's just us making skilled plays and being hockey players. So
was it extra special to have Jack assist on your goal, and he was that was your first hug there? Like, it must be pretty cool.
I mean, I would say so. My first goal ever, but at the end of the day, goal's a goal, and obviously it's good for him. He had another big night, and he's a great player. So hopefully our team keeps it going, and we rally off this.
You talk about him being a great player. You've grown up with him and all that, but at the end of tonight, he is the NHL's leading scorer with 10 points in 4 games. I mean, that must make this group really proud of him and yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I would say obviously he's an unbelievable player, and what he would say right now is we're 4 games in. So we got a long season, long way to go, and we're 4 games in. He's a special player, and he's a huge part of this team.
Given the way the first 3 games went, to see you guys be able to stick with this even when they tie it up so late in the game, what does that do for a group?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to close that out and, limit their points and not give them a point, but, come back and, they score that goal. That's hockey. And at the end of the day, you just rally and, next shift,
We all know, coming into the season, how young the blue line was going to be. But what can you guys do to have a little more consistency in your back end?
I don't really know. I think just game after game, feel more comfortable, get to know everyone's tendencies, learning, growing, getting better every day.
Was there anything from the Islanders' PK that you felt you could take advantage of, or was this your system working?
I think it was just us making plays and, good pre-scout and then just reading off that and, knowing our options and just knowing which ones to hit when, moving the puck fast. So.
Honestly, for a young team, you guys were pretty resilient when Horvat scored, as you said, just next shift. Who's leading that charge behind the scene? Why is this so? Or is it why weren't you guys phased?
I don't know. I think everyone probably has their own answer. I think just resilient team. I think the belief system that, we can, the game's not over. It's just next shift mentality. So, that's basically it.
Johnny, just for this team to be able to, stick with it, especially with that late goal by the Islanders, how does this sort of feel as a group?
Yeah, I thought we played well, for most of the game, just had a couple plays to get our legs back under us and, have a kind of redemption game like that, after the last couple. It's good to get, confidence back a little bit.
What can you say more about the way Jack has, played throughout this season? 4 games, 10 points, leads the NHL. Played with him last year.
Yeah, no, he's obviously been playing unbelievable, and he competes every single game. Maybe what most people don't know is how competitive he is and how badly he wants to win. So he leads by example. We see that.
What does it do for a team when a goaltender like Sorokin, he's known for how well he plays, to be able to do what you did tonight? Yeah,
he played great. Made some unbelievable saves, and we had a lot of chances, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and you got to run into a hot goalie, especially with a guy like him. So you just got to keep at it.
John, I know the blue line's younger this year, but what can you guys do to be a little more consistent in that in your own end?
Yeah, I think just be able to communicate more and read off each other. Like you said, it's young, still learning a little bit. A couple new guys in the D-Corps, but I think with experience and more games played here, you're only going to improve.
John, sorry if this was asked already, but what was the difference between the start tonight versus the first 3?
Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious. we came out flying. We were hard on pucks, got low. We stuck to our game in the first period, and we didn't do that in the first 3 games. So.
Thanks, Johnny. Lindy, that first period, is that more what you've been expecting from your team?
Yeah, I thought that looked like our club. I thought we created a lot of turnovers, a lot of inside shots, a lot of good opportunities. I thought our play around the puck was a lot stronger than it has been the first few games.
What was working so well on the power play that you saw your group doing, other than the fact that they're so skilled?
Well, execution. I thought the execution was really good. I mean, you don't have many nights like that where, you click and all those opportunities go in. But, again, it's something that we're going to just continue to keep working on a daily basis. And, I think we found the right spots, and we got some talent that can bury opportunities.
I know that it's just 4 games in, but did you sense a little bit of relief from Tyler Toffoli when he was able to score that goal 21 seconds into the second?
Well, he's had, a lot of opportunities. So I think anytime a guy can get one to the back of the net, I think it relieves a little bit of pressure.
Did you like more of what you saw from Timo tonight?
I love Timo's game. I thought Timo skated, made a great play on the first one. I thought the overtime goal, hanging onto the puck, not allowing the Islanders to change, taking out just far enough to allow us to get, we were going to get Jack and Bratter back on the ice. Another great play, but I thought, used his size, skated well. So I thought, that's the Timo Meier we need.
Nico didn't come out for the third period. Do you have an update on how he's doing?
Upper body. See how he is tomorrow.
Obviously, looked a lot better 5-on-5 tonight, but you still gave up 4 goals. Is that a defense thing, goaltending, a little bit of both?
I think our goalie had a little bit of a tough night. You're going to give up opportunities. I don't think we gave up as many opportunities as we have been giving up. We had some breakdowns that, they got opportunities, but you look at the breakdowns they had in the, some of the saves. I think that their goalie made some incredible saves. And our guy, he made some good ones, but there's probably a couple you'd like him to, you'd like to save for you.
Luke gets on the board for the first time tonight. What are you seeing out of his game that you like?
A better game again. I think he's going to continue to grow. Unbelievable legs. I think the fact that he can outskate the opponent, he can shake the opponent when they're forechecking. Great shot. I thought on his goal, great screen. We had 2 guys in the lane, and it found a hole. There was no chance their goalie could see that one. But again, it's just, trying to remain consistent.
And the last one for me, Palat seems like he's really rounding out Nico's line well. What are you seeing from him?
Well, we're seeing what we expected. He just knows how to play the game. There's not many times I have to say anything to Pally. It's just go out and play. His compete around the puck is always probably the top of the team, and he is a good guy for younger players to watch play the game.
For a young team, you guys seem quite resilient. Tonight was a very back and forth, but you had answers each time. Why is that for such a young team here?
Well, yeah, I think if you look at last year, we dug ourselves a hole quite a few times, and we've been able to bounce back. It's not something you want to put yourself in a lot, but we have. But I think it's the belief that we can get back in any game.
And tactically, were you able to take advantage of anything on the Islanders' penalty kill, or is this more your team operating?
No, I think, just our team played better finally. I think we looked at the way they played against Arizona. They played a heck of a game. They limited opportunities, and we really felt that we were going to have to create foot races all over the ice. I felt our sticks were good. We created turnovers. Our inside opportunities, off those opportunities were real good. So, it was more about us getting back to our game than really anything they did.
You guys have a number of offensive stats, or a number of players who start off hot offensively. Hughes, 10 points. Jesper Bratt, 8 points. Dougie Hamilton, 3 goals, a few others. Why did your team connect offensively so well in the beginning and the early stages?
I think it has nothing to do with offense for us or individual players. It has to do with wins. It has to do with playing a team game. And if player A gets 3-4 points and we win a game, it's fantastic. You can look at their individual. There's only one thing that counts, though, at the end of the night. There's one thing. You got to put a W. You got to put a W in the win column.
Lindy, this is your 100th win as a Devil. Is that what does that mean to you?
But we just talked about wins. We got to put more wins in there. There's too many losses in the other column.
Thank you, Lindy.